Welcome to the Star Projections Astrology channel. Today we will see how will a Leo ascendant go through a Kethu mahādasha period. But remember, if the planetary placements are like this, so remember for each and every individual there will be a different planetary placement depending on their birth chart and birth time. So this is just a specific case for this particular example. Okay? Just remember that. Right. So this Leo ascendant has Ketu in the second house, Mars in the third house, Moon in the fourth house, Sun, Saturn, Mercury in the fifth house, and Venus in the sixth house, Jupiter and Rahu in the eighth house. Let's see how this individual will face the effects of Ketu Mahadasha. Right. As you know, the Ketu Mahadasha is 7 years long. Now, some people have a misconception that it is always bad. Ketu, no, that's not true from my experience. Because I have run a lot of hundreds of natal charts with this strategy, with this method. It's called pattern recognition. So I have seen that some of them, even though not many, but few of them will have very good effects from the Ketu Mahadasha. Right. So in this particular natal chart, it will be good and bad, and the placement would be 2. Because in this natal chart the Ketu is sitting in the second house, so there will be a mixture of good and bad effects regarding these people and events. So perhaps he will he will get a new job that will provide a very good income, and in the same time, because of that job he has to spend a lot of time out of home, so there will be some problems within the family, like that. So it will be a mixture. Okay, it will not be 100% good, it will not be 100% bad. So that's the impact of this setup. Now for this to happen, it has to be in the second house, and again for Leo ascendant, and on top of that I analyze the power, the strength of this planet, the aspects to this planet. I analyze all those things behind it. You can't even see those things, but I have analyzed all those things. Okay, after that I only conclude it will be good and bad. Right, so it's not just typing it here. So there's a huge mechanism underneath this. Right, so if you want to see some of my other videos, you can check out my other videos. Go to my YouTube channel and you can see for yourself. Right, and then Venus Antardasha, it would be bad in this particular case, but for some of in some other cases it will be good, but in this particular case it will be bad, and the impact will be felt on 6th and the 10th house. But that's not the real challenge this native will be facing. It will be this particular sub period and this particular sub period. These two antardashas will haunt. These two antardashas will haunt the native. So this would be very bad, and this would be very bad as well. So the major impact will be felt on the 5th house, apart from the 1st house and the 7th house. So what is 5th house? 5th house is it shows your children, romance and creativity. So if you are a songwriter or a writer, author, now you need a lot of creativity, right? So during these periods you will just dry up from new ideas. You will not get good ideas at all, or something bad will happen to your children, or your love life will be devastated. So something like that will happen definitely, and it will be extremely bad for you. It will be extremely bad. If it is just bad, then those are normal challenges that we feel, that we face in our normal day-to-day life as a human being. But if it is very bad, then it's beyond that. It doesn't happen to everybody. It happens once in a while. So that's what I have mentioned, it as very bad. Okay, I hope you get the idea. Right, and the other things, good and bad, good and bad, good and bad, and this is bad as well. But no need to worry too much about these things. It's bad mean it will be challenging, but remember, this is the major time period. So still, while all these things are happening regarding displacement, good and bad things will happen still throughout this entire time period. Now there will be some periods that are very bad, but for that specific placement. But for this major time period, throughout from 2002 to 2009, good things and bad things will happen to the placement too. Okay, that's how you read my report. Right, I think I gave you a good idea regarding that. Now remember, this is specific for one particular individual with this planetary placements. Not all Leo ascendants go through Ketu mahādasha just the way I have mentioned. Okay, not it's solely for this individual. Another person as the Leo ascendant with different planetary placements will go through a completely different Ketu mahādasha. Right, I hope I made it clear. Until next time, take care.